Hello friends. Today we're going to learn about a new sound. It is called the qu sound. And I want you to listen very carefully. I'm going to read you a sentence and a phrase, and I want you to think about what you hear at the beginning of each word that I read. Listen carefully. Quentin quilts quickly. Quentin quilts quickly. Quiet queens quit quarreling. What sound do you hear at the beginning of all of those words? Quentin quilts quickly. Quiet queens quit quarreling. If you said Q, you were correct. But you're missing a letter. You're missing the letter U. Q and U go everywhere together. You never ever see the letter Q without its best friend U right next to it. Sometimes, just to help us remember, it's helpful to put a heart around it so that we remember that they are best friends and they always go together. So when you are spelling the qu sound in your writing, you know that Q makes the qu sound, but the U must be with it as well. Some people say, well, is that a consonant or is that a vowel? Actually, it has both, doesn't it? It's just one of those crazy things with the English language. The consonant Q goes with the vowel U, and then we make words that have the qu sound. So we're going to kind of brainstorm some words that have that qu sound. I'm going to show you some pictures, and then I'm going to write them up here on the board for you so that you can see them. The first picture I'm going to show you is this one. Hopefully someone is there with you and you can turn and tell them, what do you think this is a picture of? Remember, it has to have the qu sound. If you said quilt, you are correct. This is a picture of a quilt. And quilt is spelled quilt. This is a quilt. A quilt is like a blanket. This picture also begins with the qu sound. This one's kind of tricky. Many of you may not heard this word, so I'm going to teach you a new word. This is a picture of a quail. A quail is a bird, and I'm not real sure where the quail, we have quail around here. Some people eat quail. I have never had quail myself, but some people do like quail. It's like a small chicken. Quail has the qu sound at the beginning, and we spell it like this, quail. All of you know what this one is. I'm sure that you know that this is a queen. That's right, queen. I'm going to put her up here as well. Queen. Queen. That's a queen. All three of those words have the qu sound. My challenge to you is to see if you can find another word that has the qu sound that is not up here. On your Seesaw account, there is a voice recorder. So when you are done, with our lesson today, I would like for you to get on that voice recorder and think of one more word that we could add to our chart that has the qu sound at the beginning. And you might be able to come up with some words after we've done our reading today. So if you can't think of anything right now, don't worry. I bet you will be able to when we're done. So We've talked about the queen, the quilt, the quail. They have the qua, the letter Q never, ever, ever goes anywhere without her best friend U. So that's our new sound today, qua. We also are going to review our sight word. How many of you remember what our sight word is? It's want. That's right, want. Remember, we can't sound that word out. We just have to know it. Think to yourself, what could be a good sentence that I could write that has the word want in it? Let's practice putting want on our arm, and then we're going to do a couple other things with that word want. Remember, we need to spell it correctly so that we store it correctly in our computer. Okay, ready? Put your arm out. W-A-N-T, want. Let's do it one more time. Want. W-A-N-T, want. Want. Now you do it while I point to the letters. W-A-N-T, want. Okay, take your finger and put it up in the air. Let's write it in the air. Okay, everybody ready? W-A-N-T, want. Did everyone do that? Let's do it again. W-A-N-T, want. Okay, now let's do it on the carpet. Find a piece of, or look around your room. Is there a piece of carpet? Or maybe there's just floor or a rug. Find something that you can write the word on with your finger. Okay? So W-A-N-T, want. Did you find it? Now, take your finger and go and find a wall and practice spelling the word. You won't be able to see it. Step away from your computer and see if you can remember how to spell that word. Go to a wall and put your finger and write the word want. Okay, did you all do that? You all have the opportunity to try that word. What is that word? Want. Good job. Now, we're going to work on our high frequency words. Remember, our high frequency words are words we can sound out. We just have to know what the spelling patterns are. For the word set, remember that word set? Say it with me. Set. This word is set. Remember, this is a consonant, vowel, consonant pattern. Remember when we have two consonants with the vowel in the middle? Those consonants close the door and won't let that vowel say the E, so it says what? Eh. That's right. Short E says eh. S-et. Set. That word is set. Our second high frequency word is us. Us. Even though there's not a consonant there, we're going to pretend or imagine that there is. So we have a vowel consonant pattern. That vowel is short as well. So what's the short vowel U sound? Us. That word is us. Okay, let's practice that in the air as well. Let's practice spelling the word set in the air. Ready? S-E-T. Set. That word is set. This word is what? Us. Let's practice that one in the air. U-S. Us. Okay, everyone do that? Now get out a piece of paper. I'll give you a minute to get a piece of paper. Get a pencil, because we're going to write a sentence. We're going to use the word us today. Yesterday we wrote a sentence using the word set, and I want to practice writing a sentence using our finger spelling and pounding out how many words so we know how many lines we need to write on our paper. So grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and then listen to the sentence. Let me think what a good sentence could be for us. Okay, we're going to write a sentence. Sam got us a bus. Sam got us a bus. Okay, so we're going to count how many words are in that sentence. Sam got us a bus. How many words are in that sentence? 5 words. So we need to draw 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know what comes at the end of a sentence? A punctuation mark. I know a capital letter comes at the beginning of my sentence. I'm going to put that big triangle there just to remind me that I need a big letter there. Okay? Sam got us a bus. Okay, so let's see if we can write that sentence together. Okay, we're going to start with the word Sam. I'm going to use my finger spelling. Watch. Sam. I think I could do that one pretty good. Because I know it sounds like a CVC where it's got the A sound in the middle, and I know what that letter makes that letter sound. So we're going to go S. That's a capital S. That triangle there reminds me. I know that A, the letter A makes that A sound when it's a CVC pattern. What letter says Write that letter down. Does your word look like my word? Make it look like my word. Sam got. G-A-T. Another CVC word, 3 letters. I got this one. G. I know what letter says G. A-T. Got. See if your word matches my word. Now I'm going to see if you can write the word us. You write the next word. Sam got us. Write it down. Does your word match mine? Sam got us a. This last one should be pretty easy because it rhymes with us. So I know it has the us sound in it. Sam got us a bus. I know that the B makes the bus sound. Sam got us a bus. Does your sentence look like my sentence? If it doesn't, make your correction so that your sentence looks like mine. Okay? Now let's take that word want. Let's try and do a sentence with want. I want a, what do you want? I want a blank. That's 4 words. So I'm going to draw my 4 lines. I want a blank. I have my punctuation mark at the end, and I'm going to put my capital triangle at the beginning to remind me. That's easy, right? And the letter I, when it's by itself, is always uppercase. Always. When it's alone, it's always uppercase. I want, you fill in that part, a blank. So you finish your sentence. Make sure you have your capital at the beginning and your punctuation at the end. And then I want you to write your sentence on the seesaw document. Can they do that? We're going to stop the video. Can they do that?
Can they write on the seesaw?
Can they write or type? So as part of your homework, I want you to finish this sentence. I want a blank. And I'll put the A there, but you have to fill in the other two blanks. And I want you to do it on the seesaw document that's been assigned to you. You may type it in. I want a blank, and you fill in the last block there. Okay? Now, we're going to go into our reading today. And I'm going to read to you a story called Best Friends Q and U. You can find this story in Clever and click on your Raz Kids. And your story should be there. Should have been assigned by your teacher. Best Friends Q and U. You can follow along as I read this, but this story should be easy enough for you to read all by yourself. You also may be able to find some more words that we might want to add to our chart. Best Friends Q and U. Remember, Q never, ever, ever goes anywhere without her best friend U. Best Friends Q and U by Karen Mockler and illustrated by Jeff Ebeler. I think we've read a book by them before. Here are some words we need to know to read our story today. Earthquake, look at that qua sound. Quilt, square, squeal, squint, and squish. Now, squeal, squint, squish, and square are all another type of blend that have the SQU in it. And we'll talk a little bit more about those particular words later on. Q and U are quite a team. They quack together at some quail. Silly boys. They quack together at some quail. They quilt together in the square. They squeeze together on the bus. They search together for a quarter. There's some more words up here. Squirt City, Sequin Quest, 5 cents to continue. They squeal together at the Queen. What do you think that word squeal means? Can I get some clues from the story? I don't know. See if you can figure out what the word squeal means. They sigh together during a quiz. A quiz is like a test. They squish together in the mud. They squint together at some squid. See how their eyes are kind of small? They're squinting. They stick together in an earthquake. Q and U are quite a team. Remember, Q never, ever, ever goes anywhere without its best friend Q. Okay, your homework tonight is to finish the sentence, I want a blank. See if you can come up with one more word to add to our qua chart. And if you'd like to reread my best friends Q and U, that might be a great idea so you can come up with some new words. But there's also another story called Are You a Quitter? That you might want to read. It's very short and very quick, and it has a lot of Q words as well, qua words as well, excuse me. So you have your assignment. Happy reading.